the man just accidentally got some blood in his eye. To his surprise, a golden dragon flew out of the stone pedestal. It darted straight into the young man's eye. Before he could even react, he discovered that his eyes could now see right through everything. To his eyes, an ordinary stone clearly revealed a jadeite worth 2 million yuan hidden inside. The man immediately decided to sell the stone. He vowed to give his grandfather a better life. He then went to the largest antique shop in town to try to sell the jade. Little did he know the shop manager looked down on him. He mocked the man, calling him a poor slob. "There's no way this could be any good jade," the manager claimed. "The customers at this antique shop are all big shots in town. A country bumpkin like you just picked up a worthless rock from the back mountain to try your luck." The man was furious. He angrily accused the manager of taking advantage of his position and being blind to quality. "Even if you want to buy it, I won't sell it to you." Just as the two were arguing, a woman walked over, but the man paid her no mind. He stormed out clutching the stone. Unexpectedly, as soon as he stepped outside, he was called over by John, a street vendor. John could tell the man was dejected, so he claimed to be a connoisseur and asked him to show the stone. After a thorough inspection, John recognized it immediately as top-grade jadeite. There was a high probability it could yield jade. Seeing that the vendor was a connoisseur, the man immediately offered it for 2 million. John pretended to be hesitant, claiming that gambling on raw jade carried risks, and tried to drive the price down to $1 million. But the man was no amateur either. He insisted that the stone was worth exactly 2 million, not a penny less. Seeing this, John had no choice but to agree. He promptly handed over 2 million in cash to seal the deal. No sooner had the man left with his money than Anna, the beautiful CEO of the antique shop, arrived at John's stall with her manager. It turned out Anna was struggling with a 10 billion yuan order. She urgently needed to find a piece of top-grade milk-white jade. She immediately set her sights on the raw stone John had just acquired. The manager, however, was horrified to discover that this was the very stone belonging to the country bumpkin he had just chased away. The manager immediately mocked John for spending $2 million on a worthless rock, but John confidently asserted that this stone would definitely yield jade. Standing nearby, Anna simply said that cutting it open would reveal whether it contained jade. To prove himself, John immediately placed the stone on the cutting machine. He cut it open right there on the spot. The dazzling green instantly stunned the entire crowd. Everyone exclaimed that this top-grade jadeite was worth at least 2 million. John had hit the jackpot this time. The snobbish manager was petrified on the spot. He never imagined he'd chased a $2 million treasure right out the door. Seeing this, Anna immediately offered 4 million to buy the jade, but she had only one condition. He had to give her the contact information of the person who sold the stone. She believed that anyone capable of producing a rough stone of this quality must have even better rough stones in their possession. Meanwhile, the man returned to the back mountain with 2 million. He intended to use his X-ray vision to find more top-grade jade. Soon he found another piece, a top-tier purple jade worth 6 million. Another piece was an exquisite milk-white jade worth 18 million. The man was ecstatic. He knew he would soon achieve financial freedom. Meanwhile, Anna had tracked down the man's residence. She decided to pay him a personal visit. She was determined to secure that 10 billion yuan order. The man returned home carrying 2 stones worth tens of millions each. He excitedly told his grandfather they would never have to live in poverty again. But his grandfather didn't